Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Hogwarts Legacy. I'm your host, Admiral Tintin, and today we're going to continue on. If I haven't already mentioned it, we're going to speak with Sebastian in the Undercroft. After that, we've got a few more missions ahead of us, so stay tuned, chime in, sit down, relax, and let's have a good show. Don't forget to hit that like, and always subscribe if you haven't already. Enjoy.
You'll never believe what I've learned.
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it. That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
Well, this one's a tough one for me because I don't regret using Crucio, but I don't agree with it. So we're just going to go with the second option.
It was hard to do, but casting Crucio was our only option.
And I'm glad we did it, because in the spellbook I also found something else. References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic curses.
And you think this relic might be able to save Anne?
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic, but I don't think we should tell anyone. Especially Ominous. He wouldn't understand.
I think Ominous would understand a lot more than you give him credit for. As much as I hate to say it, I think we should tell him.
We need to tell him. He's
Yep.
the reason we found the book, and he deserves to know what you've learned.
You've seen how he frets about the dark arts. I promise I'll tell him when I found the relic. When I know more, I shall send an owl. And don't feel sorry for Ominous. Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his own good.
No,
I'll decide what's for my own good.
Yeah,
Ominous.
there we go.
We were just about to get some air. Care to join?
You're a liar, Sebastian. I heard everything. You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
No, I didn't. I said I understood you wanting that. I'd never swear to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way.
Oh, man. That's like...
I am not letting this go.
Dude, I get it. As much as I hated your opinion at the start, and our first meeting was not the kindest, I do understand your point of view.
Ominous, Sebastian meant well.
I appreciate you telling Sebastian not to keep this from me, but going after that relic is not a good idea. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
I knew his parents died, but I never heard what happened.
Mr. and Mrs. Sallow were professors. Spent nearly every waking moment in the cellar library. Noses buried in books. Anne and Sebastian were upstairs when it happened. They heard a sudden crash and ran downstairs, but it was too late. Their parents had crumpled to the floor. A defect with the lamp in the cellar caused the room to fill with an undetectable toxin. Sebastian and Anne were helpless. They had no magic yet.
What a horrible story.
It is. That's why I can't understand Sebastian's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I cannot lose Sebastian too. Please avoid anything to do with that spellbook.
I don't know, man. The spellbook is concerning, I agree, but I don't want Sebastian losing hope either. I'm going to go with the second option.
Some references Sebastian mentioned in the book do worry me.
I'm glad you understand. I hope Sebastian pursues this no further. But if you think he might, please let me know.
Oh, he will.
It would mean a lot.
I'm going to do what I can to help him, to keep him safe, but I'm not going to stop him. Sorry, Ominous. Yes, I am sporting the yurt attire. Oh boy. What were you waiting for, Sebastian? What's going on, buddy? What's happening? Alright. Enough goofing around. Let me get on and find another quest here, and we'll get to it.
Is Highwing alright? Natty told me what the two of you did.
Oh, it's nightfall. Great.
Highwing's fine. I'm keeping an eye on her. She's safe, Poppy, I promise.
Good. Whatever the poachers are up to, I want Highwing far from it.
You said you had news about the poachers, and that some of it had to do with me.
It did. I overheard them talking in the Hogshead, and did you know that they have orders from Victor Rookwood to capture you on sight? Does this have anything to do with Rookwood and Harlow coming for you in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack?
It does, somewhat. But at the moment, I'm more concerned about what else you heard the poachers are up to.
Fair enough. But I hope you'll let me know if I can be of help, especially after what you did for Highwing. Does the name Horntail Hall mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not. Why? What is it?
The poachers' best kept secret, apparently. The name came up twice, but they never went into detail. I also overheard one of them bragging about all the gold they're making, at the expense of innocent creatures, undoubtedly. The poachers spoke of this area, and I thought if we searched around a bit, it might give us clues as to what they're doing. If you ever meet my gran, this trip never happened.
Not to worry, Poppy. If I ever meet your gran, I shall not speak a word of this.
I normally tell her everything. She might be my best friend after Highwing, but she knows how I feel about the poachers. I think she worries I'll do something ill-advised.
Whatever gave her that idea?
Yeah.
This way.
Oh, wonder whatever did. Alright. Centaurs ahead.
A centaur. Tread carefully.
Tread carefully. You mean tread on the path?
An entire castle to roam, yet you choose to wander here.
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
Losing, like you should have dealt with them already. I don't know what the problem is. Honestly.
He was certainly a charmer.
That could have gone worse. Centaurs aren't exactly fans of wizard kind, and the poachers aren't helping matters.
But why would he think that we had anything to do with poachers?
I did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps that's why the centaurs are suspicious. That's the third time I've seen a dugbog behave that violently.
It seems that a lot of beasts have been more aggressive than usual lately.
I've noticed that too. It's almost like there's something in the water.
Well, I'm just glad we're not going for a swim then.
This is odd.
What is it?
Not entirely sure, but look around. If the poachers were here, perhaps we can find out why.
Yeah.
Revelio.
Well, there's a chesty poo over there, and skipping stone's probably not the best idea like I just did. Well, let's have a look.
Why wouldn't they take their cages with them when they left? Still smoking. They can't have been gone long. Revelio! This is goblin metal. Seems out of place in a poacher camp. I should tell Poppy about it.
Yeah, we'll just drink some old dusty mead. Yeah, that's good for you. Puts hair on your chest. Let me go across and get killed. Not like there's a bog creature in here trying to eat us or anything. No.
Anything interesting?
Yeah, a few things.
Poachers were here. All sorts of evidence. But I found something else. It's goblin made.
I found goblin armor. Let's keep searching, but carefully. Merlin only knows what's going on here. I don't have a good feeling about this.
Revelio!
How do goblin and poacher interests align?
Look, down there.
Definitely poachers. No creatures, though. So what are they doing out here?
Let's take a closer look.
They won't be happy to see us. Should we use disillusionment? Or perhaps a less discreet approach?
Hard to say from up here. Let's get a better lay of the land.
Yes. A more hushed approach is likely wise.
Not like it matters much because you get spotted anyway.
Always one, isn't there? Except this time it's not just one, is it? It's the whole lot of us. All falling prey to some delusion what seems to have gripped one of us is mine. That's what's happened here, isn't it?
We're not going to be able to bypass these guys, so we'll have to take them out.
Anyone?
As quickly and as quietly as possible. There we go. Slickety split.
Revelio.
Nothing here. Okay. That person is not going to go away.
Merlin, you'd think they were guarding the Minister for Magic himself. What is going on here?
Only one way to find out.
Yeah. I'm overloaded with gear again or something. Oh, potions.
What in Merlin's name?
Are those dragons?
It's a dragon fighting ring. This is Hauntel Hall.
The name makes sense now, and the secrecy.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking bets and spreading the word. Given how crowded it is here, how could they possibly enjoy this? The centaurs have every right to be disgusted with wizardkind. There must be more dragons here. The poachers are far too greedy to run a fighting ring with only 2 dragons. We should take advantage of most eyes being in the fight and look around. But be discreet. You especially can't afford to be spotted.
You don't say.
That's it. Like that is the word.
How am I supposed to... Alright.
Don't know what Victor was thinking, striking a bar.
Try not to
Have
get
you heard
spotted.
from your family? Has either of your brothers come round to our way of thinking? Will they join us?
Nah, they say we go too far. The violence isn't gonna get us what we want. I say, if every last wizard is run through with a blade, then violence is gonna get me precisely what I want.
Sickens me to work alongside any of them.
Gotta get them to
being
split.
near Rookwood. Foul beast.
Not much longer now. Soon our necks will be out from under wizarding boots. Wizard kind will pay for what they've done.
Go as quietly as we can. Of course, I'm not going to lose all this good stuff. All right. I don't need any more of those potions anyway.
Did you hear those goblins? Ramrock and the poachers must be working together.
Poppy, something's going on behind you.
What's going on down there? They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite the fight.
Not a fair one, though. Not with her chained up like that.
Let's even her, shall we?
I agree. How do we do that?
What I wouldn't give to be a Demiguise right now. Look, they've got a dragon egg. Hebridean from the looks of it. Can't leave it here, not with the plans they likely have for it.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Aloha, Mora.
Yeah, let's grab it. As close to the flames as you can to burn every finger you have.
I have the egg.
Ready. The element of surprise will only buy us a few seconds.
Let's make them count.
Uh-oh, fight is on.
You're the one we're looking for, ain't you, poor afraid?
Stop right. Let's get you made a mistake.
See how you like this? Like to torture dragons, do you?
Stop that right there.
Somebody's getting roasted alive.
Why have you not run away? Intention die, do you?
We don't have time. We need to bring them out before more show up.
That is noisy.
This may have been a bad idea.
I suppose we'll find out.
That has to be a glitch. It's bloody noisy.
This way.
Okay, my ears were bleeding from that. I turned it down
That
for
was
you,
a Hebridean
but for
black.
me it was bad.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
What now? She didn't exactly leave us a calling card.
I don't know. Nothing about this day was expected. Not the goblins, and definitely not the fighting ring. The last thing I planned on was a dragon egg. And the poachers saw us, which cannot be good.
Since the dragon we freed flew off, does that mean we get to keep the egg?
I'd much rather we have it than the poachers, at least for now. But I don't think we should keep it indefinitely. It'll be hard hiding something like this from Professor Weasley for long.
Should we expect trouble from the poachers, given the trouble we just caused?
It would be foolish not to expect it. They're not a forgiving lot. I'm sorry to say that you likely have a larger target on your back now because of what we just did.
We aren't helping ourselves standing here. Let's get to safety. We can sort this out later.
You're right. If there's anything the poachers are good at, it's tracking their prey. And right now, we're it. Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
Yep. See you later, puppy. Oh, we're gonna have a whole bunch of stuff spamming us, aren't we? Yep. Just give it a half a jiffy. Oh, we're literally back at this other camp? No. Yeah, we are. I don't know why we're back at this other camp. That's kind of weird.
It's time you learned the transformation spell. After you've completed the required tasks, which I'm certain will prove useful in finishing your field guide, attend my class to learn the new spell. Afterwards, we will discuss your progress thus far in the term.
book Professor Weasley asked me to find should be around here somewhere. Revelio.
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration?
Professor Weasley asked me to, get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humor me by answering a few questions from my quiz.
Quiz?
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. Ugh, they don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
So are these questions or are they like puzzles? Well, could be fun.
A quiz sounds like fun.
Let's try it.
Splendid. Just a few questions and then I'll hand over this book. Let us begin. Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
I don't know. Snidget, the golden snuggery, the bird.
The snake bird.
No, incorrect. The answer was the golden snidget. The snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg. Sadly, they're thought to be extinct. Next question.
All
Which
right.
potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
Liquid luck. That would be... Oh, I'm pretty sure it's the Felix Felixus, but I'm not sure.
Felix Felicis.
Well done. Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organized competitions. The tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts?
The tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts? I'm sure in the comments below, you guys are going to be like, oh, it's this one, it's that one, it's that one. And I'm going to be like, duh. The Deathly Hallows, Three Tales of the Three Brothers, which magical artifacts? I would say the Deathly Hallows, or the Horcruxes. Ooh, it could be the Horcrux. Tale of the Three Brothers. I'm going to say Deathly Hallows.
The Deathly Hallows.
Correct. According to Beedle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consists of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
Which ball? That's the bludger.
The bludger.
I'm sorry, but the correct answer was the
quaffle.
quaffle. When a chaser throws the quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is awarded 10 points. True or false? Polyjuice potion allows the drinker to change species.
Polyjuice potions. Species, no.
False.
Correct. While Polyjuice potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be used to change species. Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I could ask you.
Cool.
And I won't be giving you any more easy questions either. The next ones will be more difficult.
Cool. I'd like more.
I'd like to answer more questions.
What governmental body directly preceded the Ministry of Magic?
Governmental body.
The International Confederation of Wizards.
No, that's incorrect.
Oh.
The answer was the Wizards' Council. The Wizards' Council disbanded in 1707 after the creation of the International Statute of Wizarding Secrecy, which required a more structured government to support its enforcement. Which dragon breed is the smallest?
Okay. I have no idea. The Opali is pretty small sounding. Viper Tooth, the Iron Belly. Which dragon breed is the smallest? Well, gonna go with the first one.
The Antipodean Opali.
No, I'm sorry,
It was
but
the
the answer
Viper Tooth.
was the Peruvian Viper Tooth. Though the Viper Tooth is the smallest breed, averaging at around 15 feet in length, it is also the fastest breed and feared for its venomous fangs. Who founded the village of Hogsmeade?
I did. I founded it. I'm just kidding. I don't know. Woodcroft, Eldritch Clag, Quincy Hogg. I'm gonna go with Quincy Hogg because it's got Hogg in there, I guess.
Quincy Hogg.
No, the answer was Hengist of Woodcroft.
Woodcroft.
It is believed that Hengist used the 3 Broomsticks Inn as his home. The hide behind was accidentally created by crossbreeding a ghoul with what other magical creature?
The hide behind was accidentally created by a crossbreeding a ghoul with another magical creature. A demiguise?
A demiguise.
Yes! While the hide behind has the power of invisibility, those who have seen it have described it as a tall, thin monkey with silver hair. What is the only spell known to repel a letherfold?
Repel a letherfold. I knew this one. Damn. I thought it was the Jinx, but it might have been the Charm.
The knockback Jinx.
Actually, the answer was the
Charm.
Charm.
I knew that. I knew it.
The only known survivor of a letherfold attack was a wizard named Flavius Belby, who was on holiday in Papua New Guinea at the time. Who published the law of elemental transfiguration?
Oh, don't have a clue. Who published the law of elemental transfiguration? Montgomery?
Laverne de Montmorency.
That's incorrect. The answer I was looking for was Gamp. One of the principal exceptions to Gamp's law is that food cannot be conjured, though it can be summoned. What does the Hogwarts motto translate to?
I don't know. Look before you leap. Knowledge is real magic. Never tickle a sleeping dragon.
Knowledge is the real magic.
No, the answer was
never tickle a sleeping
dragon. In Latin, the Hogwarts motto is Draco Dormiens Nunquam Titilandus.
Okay.
Which magical creature is the only one known to produce eggs through its mouth?
Oh. The basilisk, I thought. Which magical creature is the only one known to produce eggs through its mouth? The basilisk, the ashwinder, or the ruin spore? Gonna say basilisk.
The basilisk.
That's incorrect.
It's
the correct answer was the rune's paw. According to Parselmouth, each of the rune's paw's 3 heads serves a different function. The left head is the planner, the middle is the dreamer, and the right is the critic. Where is Ilvermorny School of Witchcraft and Wizardry located?
Ilvermorny School. Ilvermorny School. Ilvermorny. That would be...
The Pyrenees.
No. Ilvermorny is actually
Greylock.
located on
I
Mount
thought it was
Greylock.
Greylock.
The American school was founded in the 17th century by Iseult Sayre and James Stewart. What is the most powerful love potion known to wizard kind?
What is the most powerful love potion? Why? Why do you hit me with these? I have no flippin' clue. I am not that knowledgeable. I'm a fan of the movies, so to speak, but I am not this smart. Elixir to introduce Euphoria, Verticism, Amoratina. I don't know.
Elixir to induce euphoria.
Incorrect. The answer was Amotentia. Amotentia smells differently to every person, according to what they find attractive, such as dusty book covers or... Are you interested in continuing on to the next round?
Yeah.
They're my most difficult questions.
Well, I've answered every one of these wrong, so why not?
Give me your worst.
Wonderful. I do admire your thirst for knowledge. Emmerich the Evil was killed in a duel against whom?
Emmerich the Evil was killed against...
Beatrix Bloxham.
Incorrect. The answer was Egbert the Egregious. Emmerich gained notoriety for terrorizing villages in the south of England during the Middle Ages, when he was the master of the Elder Wand. If a chaser keeps their hand on the quaffle as it goes through the goal, what foul are they committing?
If the chaser keeps the hand on the quaffle as it goes through the... haverstacking, blatching or stitching. Blatching I thought was something else. It might be haversacking. I don't know.
Haversacking.
That's right. Blatching is flying to intentionally collide with a player. Stooging is when two chasers knock the other team's keeper away from the goals so that a third chaser can score. A bite from a mackled malaclaw has the unusual side effect of causing what?
A bite from the mackerel malaclaw. Never heard of it. Hairy ears, webbed feet, bad luck. I'm going to say webbed feet.
Webbed feet.
No, the answer was bad luck. Native to the European coastline, the effects of a malaclaw's bite can last up to a week. What plant excretes stink sap?
What plant excretes stink sap? Furnace bean, Manitoba, fluxweed?
Fluxweed.
I'm afraid the correct answer was Mimbulus mimbletonia. The Mimbulus mimbletonia plant secretes stink sap as a defensive mechanism when touched. The pepper-up potion evolved from a remedy created by which 12th century wizard?
These are hard questions. I have no idea. The pepper-up potion. Oh, goodness sakes. Bowman, Basilisk Flack, Linfried. I'm going to go with Linfried. I have no idea.
Linford of Stinchcombe.
Very good. Centuries later, Glover Hipworth would expand on Linford's previous work to create the pepper-up potion we know today. In The Wizard and the Hopping Pot, what does the elder wizard leave for his son in the hopping pot?
Oh, actually, I knew that last answer for some reason because I was learning about Harry Potter's parents, and it turned out that that was his great-grandfather or whatever that made that potion. Aha. Okay, so in the wizard hopping pot, what does the elder wizard leave for his son in the hopping pot? A small pot, a wand, or slipper? In the wizard and the hopping pot, I never read it, so I'm gonna say his wand.
His wand?
Incorrect. The answer was a single slipper. The story was created by Beadle the Bard, but there are a few versions. I won't spoil what the slipper was for if you haven't read it recently. The Snallygaster is native to which region of the world?
Snallygaster is native to which region of the world? North America, Amazon rainforest, or the Highlands? Snallygaster, that's Scottish?
The Scottish Highlands.
No, the answer was North America. The part bird, part reptile is a distant relative of the Occamy and has serrated fangs and a bulletproof hide. Who is the Muggle Knight featured in the Fountain of Fair Fortune?
It'd help if I read these field guides I've been getting. I bet you all the answers for all these are in there, and I'm just not reading them fully. Who is the Muggle Knight featured in Fair Fortune? Muggle Knight, Lancelot, Luckless, or Amset? I'm going to say Luckless.
Sir Luckless.
Correct! The three witches in the story are named Asha, Altheda, and Amata. Oh, I adore a story that ends with a twist. The world's largest kelpie is also known by what other name?
World's largest kelpie. The Loch Ness Monster.
The Loch Ness Monster.
Correct. The Office of Misinformation has worked diligently to discredit any Muggle evidence of the kelpie's existence. Who was the first Minister for Magic?
First Minister. Oh, jeez. Oh, I knew this one. Cadmus Purvell. I'm not sure if it's him or if it's Eldred Everready. I'm gonna go with Purvell.
Cadmus Peverell.
No, the first minister was Eunuch Gamp. Gamp's greatest legacy was the founding of the Department of Magical Law Enforcement.
Should have known that.
It outlawed the unforgivable curses. You've answered all of my questions. It's nice to know there's another student who appreciates the value of knowledge.
Oh, I do.
You might not have got very many right, but I'm sure you learned something regardless.
Yep.
Thank you for humoring me by participating. I had a splendid time.
As did I, but apparently I'm as daft as a cow.
I put the book back on the pedestal for you.
Revelio ought to make quick work of this.
Well, thank you.
Revelio!
The Book of Intermediate Transfiguration. Read at your leisure. Gone.
Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration.
So, if you knew the answer to those questions, or would like to review them, just go back and do so. And leave in the comment below what the answers you would have put in, as honestly as you can. I'd be interested to know how many you got right. Because I know I sure didn't get very many right. Some of them I knew the answers to, put in the wrong answer. But that wasn't very many, to be all honest. It was pretty poor. So we are off to see Miss Weasley and see what we can learn from her. Alright, so we've advanced time. Here we are.
Settle down, settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do. Beautifully done.
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor?
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed. And frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems you've been making excellent use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. Deke tells me you captured a unicorn and brought it back to the Room of Requirement. Protecting so rare a beast is an accomplishment of which you can be quite proud.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities. Was your extended conversation with Mr. Ollivander after you'd obtained your wand, or subsequent search of the owlery, connected in any way to Professor Fig?
She's still probing, man. No.
Not at all. I enjoy talking to Mr. Ollivander. I'm fascinated by wand lore, and I'd never visited the owlery. Bit of a mess.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed.
She knows I'm lying. Obviously. I'm not trying to lie to everybody, but I'm not exactly telling them the truth. I'm not exactly lying, but yeah. Oh, I'm supposed to practice.
Since our visit to Felton, something dawned on me about the triptych. Meet me at the Overlook, just north of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll explain.
Alright, Sebastian.
My plan with the helmet failed, but I have another idea. I think we may be able to find what we need at a goblin mine south of Hogwarts. Meet me there, and bring someone who speaks gobbledygook.
Trying to remember who spoke gobbledygook. Gobbledygook. Was it Natty or was it Sebastian that spoke a lot of gobbledygook.
Hello, Adelaide. How are you and your uncle doing?
Very well, thanks to you. The more I learn about Ranrock's foul lot, the more astounded I am that my uncle survived. I looked back over his old owls and noticed that they included pertinent details about his rare metal deposits. I believe that Ranrock's fiends were after those deposits and that they needed my uncle's knowledge. He was willingly going to rot away in that cell to keep me safe.
Any other pertinent details about those owls?
Plenty. Uncle Roland couldn't be certain, but he thought he overheard goblins talking about infusing something into goblin silver. He wasn't sure what they meant, but something about the way they spoke of it made his skin crawl. It's clear you saved my uncle from a very bad lot.
It was nothing at all, Adelaide. I'm just glad your uncle's safe.
So am I. Seeing him again was such a relief. I told him that he must remain vigilant from now on. I, for one, can't help but look over my shoulder now whenever I leave the castle grounds.
Okay, and if you missed what that was all about, I apologize. It was a side quest, and I believe off camera. I don't know if I did record it on camera. You'd have to watch my previous episodes to find out. And yeah, so there is that. I do apologize if it was not on camera. But in short, I had to rescue her father from goblins, or uncle, sorry, from goblins. And it was unpleasant for some reason or another. I can't really describe or say. Simply because I don't want to spoil it on you. That's mainly why. I'd hate for you to go and get the game and me to be playing all the side quests and spoil it all on you. That's just not fair to you, and takes away from the entertainment value of the game that it provides. There is a lot of side quests, and if I, like I said before, recorded every single one of them, there would be many episodes of me running around like this doing side quests that would probably irritate you. Alright, here we go with this one, Natty.
You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful? Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you, and she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
So frustrating. She never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus, and it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the Highlands rather freely until now, much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
Ah, so she's endangering herself because she's turning herself into an animal that's rare, and there's poachers, so hello.
Can you choose what form your animagus will take?
Oh no, a person's animagus form is determined by their personality. My mother is convinced that my form is a gazelle because I adapt well to any situation. I believe it is because I can sense danger and keep my wits about me.
Were you born an animagus, or did you learn to become one?
Animagi are not born. The process is quite elaborate. It involves holding a mandrake leaf in one's mouth for an entire month, then placing the leaf in a crystal phial so that it is imbued with moonlight, then adding one of your own hairs. And that is just the beginning. Self-transfiguration is common among students at Wagadu, but Professor Weasley considers it much too dangerous to teach at Hogwarts.
Too dangerous that somebody might choke on a friggin' leaf? I guess so.
How does it feel to transform into an animal?
Well, the first time it can be a bit unnerving. I felt a kind of searing pain and a strong double heartbeat. But it gets easier the more you do it. I no longer feel any pain, and I must say, I find a sense of comfort in the double heartbeat. And I love being able to view the world from a different perspective.
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent.
My thoughts exactly.
She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
Well, yeah. Okay. Perhaps she's right. We can't allow your mother to stop us. I'm going to say perhaps she's right.
She's concerned for your safety. It may be best for you to stay away from Hogsmeade for now.
That may be safe, but I do not believe that it would be best. Do you? You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Ranrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time. Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
Yeah, well, I don't know what help I did by being here for that. That really didn't seem to... Okay. Have a good day. We'll see you later. Bye. Okay. Alright, folks. Unfortunately, that concludes my episode for the day. I want to see you back here on the next one. I appreciate every single one of you followers and viewers and subscribers. I appreciate every single one of you for being around, watching my shows. I thank you so much. And I hope that you give my videos a like and always give them a subscribe if you haven't already. And if you are a subscriber,
I've always said that
thanks.
travel broadens the mind.
Look, you need to be quiet. Just because I walk by you doesn't mean you should talk. Silly. Anyway, as I was saying, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. Please stay tuned for my next episode. And don't forget, if you want to leave a comment below, feel free to do so. And we will see you all on the next show.